Year 4, welcome back to Friday's Slor Lesson, reading from Beasts of Olympus, Beastkeeper by Lucy Coates. Today we're going to be reading to the end of the second chapter, and so far in the story we have met Pan and Demon, and Pan is Demon's father. He's taken Demon from his home up to Mount Olympus, and we've learned that he's there to look after the animals in the stables of the gods. We've also met Hephaestus, who's going to be giving him some tools and going to be helping him to do this job. And yesterday in the story we saw a slightly softer side to Pan, where we learned that he was very proud of Demon, which is something that he hadn't really thought about before. In today's lesson, you're going to be thinking about all that's happened in the story so far and then writing a prediction based on whether you think Demon is going to be successful in his new role or not. So let's get into the last part of chapter 2. "Now," said Hephaestus in a voice that was meant to be reassuring but somehow wasn't, "sit on this barrel here and have a cup of ambrosia. Then we'll go and get you settled in." He handed Demon a goblet full of golden liquid that smelled wonderful. Unfortunately, it didn't taste quite as good as it smelled, and Demon spat it out at once. "Ugh," he said, spluttering. "What's that? It's really disgusting." "That's the food of the gods," said Hephaestus. "Ambrosia, we call it. Comes in both liquid and cake form. You might like the cake more. You'd better get used to it, boy, because it's all there is up here, unless it's a feast day." Demon grimaced at the thought as Hephaestus went on. "Ambrosia, we call it. Anyway, it's good for you. Makes you stronger than normal mortals. Gives you muscles like a hero. Ah, that reminds me. Better give you some of my healing charms, or your puny mortal body won't last any time at all in the stables." He walked over to a shelf and took down a thin bronze collar shaped like two curled snakes biting their own tails. The snakes had ruby eyes and seemed to writhe as Demon looked at them. "Put this round your neck. The snakes are called Ophi and Euchus. They'll sort out pretty much anything in the way of bites or stings or anything else those vicious creatures might throw at you." The smith god paused. "Just try not to get your head chomped off. That'll be almost impossible for them to mend. Now, let's go to the stables and introduce you to the beasts properly." So that is the end of the second chapter. So like I said, your task now is to write a prediction as to whether or not you think Demon will be successful in his new job role. So use everything that we've learnt in the story so far about Demon, about his surroundings, about the things that he's been given, and use that in your prediction to say whether or not you think he will be successful and also why. We look forward to reading your predictions. Don't forget you can send them to the Year 4 email address or to your individual class email addresses. And that is all for today's video. I hope you have a lovely weekend. If you're in my class, I'll see you back on Teams. And if you're not in my class, then I shall see you next week for a new set of Slor lessons. Thanks very much for watching. Bye!